What is going on, guys? Newton here with MMO Play, bringing you guys a first look into Tera's new update, The Lost Isles. Now, this is a pretty big update for Tera, and it changes quite a bit about the game. Now, it being a big update, no, it's not changing or bringing anything new to endgame content, rather than it changing its basically its beginning content, its new player experience and character creation. Basically, the first thing you're going to see right off the bat and how you're going to get engaged and start progressing into the game has changed quite a bit. So, if you guys are veteran Tera players or have played the game before, you'll know that the game once had a tutorial island. It was kind of the base of operations for all new characters, where everybody started out and where you kind of got a feel for the game. It was the center for all new players, and that's kind of where you were. You had your own little island, and you made your progress off of it once you finished the story quest. Now, with this update, a few things have changed alongside with the early level progression. There's no longer the tutorial island. There's a new level progression. We're going to go ahead and we're going to check that out once we make a new character. And before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that there's a few other little changes that come along with the game. Starting off with the character selection screen. If you guys have played the game, you can see right off the bat that things have changed. They look a little bit different. And I gotta say, it's not a bad thing. I think they've done a nice job. This character selection screen is really, really cool. It really makes your characters look, you know, pretty cool, pretty BA, if I do say so myself. And once you select on a character, you can kind of get an overview and zooms in on them a little bit. We can go ahead and see our characters looking pretty good, pretty fancy. But we're going to go ahead and create a new character, so that way we can get a first look into this new early leveling experience. So, going right into the new character creation, they've also changed this system a bit as well. Now, there wasn't a problem with the last one. It worked very well. This system just makes things a little bit easier, so I'm going to show you guys very briefly how it works, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into some gameplay. So as you can see here, we have our races on the left-hand side with male and female options, and then our classes we can choose from on the right-hand side. This makes things a little bit easier because you did have to switch or navigate between a few loading screens to kind of go back if you wanted to change your race or your gender to kind of see how gear looked on the characters. Now it makes it very easy. We can kind of go ahead and get a really quick overview of how our characters are going to look in specific gear sets and other stuff like that, because they do vary from race to race, so it's kind of nice to get a good idea of what they're going to look like prior to, and then make your character before it's too late and you've invested too much time into the character. But as you can see here, looking pretty cool. We can go to the male and female options. We can get a good idea of what the characters are going to look like. And I think just for the fun of it, we're going to go ahead and roll a sorcerer, and I think we're probably just going to roll a high elf. Let's go ahead, high elf. There we go. High elf female's always looking good in that cloth armor. I mean, who's gonna disagree with or who doesn't want to play a nice looking high elf over here with her good looking dress, I should say. But there we go. We're gonna go ahead and make this class. I'm gonna go ahead and go over some details, finish up my character, and then we'll show you guys what the new leveling experience is like, and we're gonna take a first look into it. Alright guys, so here we are. I went ahead and finished making my character, and jumping right into things. As you can see here, it's very different. It's a very different start to the game. It's a whole new leveling area, and right off the bat, it looks really, really nice. It's visually stunning. They've done a great job with this new area, and I gotta say, everything looks really, really nice. Now, as for the size of this new area, it's pretty small compared to the old one. I'll go ahead and open up the map to kind of show you guys some comparison. So as you can see here, this is the whole area that we're in to kind of get ourselves 1 to 11. And if we open up the whole world map, you can see we have the Island of Dawn. The Island of Dawn, for those of you who don't know, is the old beginning area. It's also an island as well, but as you can see, in size, it's significantly bigger, and it did take a little bit more time to kind of get around and get off the island to get things going. Now, if you had a mount at level 1 for this area, it went by pretty quick, but if not, you're a new player, it was pretty slow. It did take a little bit of time, but some people liked it, some people didn't, and if you really enjoyed this area, it's still there, and it still seems like you could still go to it. You could still check it out and hang around there if you really enjoyed that area. So I guess it'll always be there. As for what they're going to use it for or what use it is now, I'm not really too sure, but I guess it'll always be a marker of what Tera used to be, or a very like kind of a memory of what Tera used to be and the places we used to be able to go, or where we used to start out. So it seemed like it could be a cool place to kind of just hang out with a guild or something like that. You know, just a fun place just to kind of reminisce of what used to be there. So getting right back into things, as you can see here, we're going to go ahead and continue on. I went ahead and I did a quest just to kind of get things going a little bit. Now, as for me, I am pretty lucky. I do have a mount, so I can go ahead and kind of progress through this fairly quickly. So let's go ahead and continue on, and it seems like we've got to go ahead and collect some of the sticky grass. As for the quests early on in the game, they're very simple, very straightforward, nothing we haven't seen before. Your classic questing: kill some monsters, collect some things, turn it in, and continue. So next we have to press the 1 key to open, the I key to open up the inventory. There we go, we got it. And I guess we'll go ahead and use this. Let's go ahead and right click that. There we go, we completed the quest. And we gotta go ahead and return this to the small child that was over here, I believe. Let's go ahead and continue with that. Just for the purpose of leveling on, I won't use my mount, and just kind of show you how the progress of the game will go if you guys are brand new or you're thinking about coming back to the game. This is kind of what you're gonna have to do. There we go, we got a small child crying over there. But there we go, we have to take her doll and play with her. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Gotta make the children happy around here because they seem to be very, very upset. I don't know why that's our job, but you know, that's okay, whatever. If it gives us XP, it gives us XP. So it looks like we're going to a cutscene. Can we go ahead and skip that? That'd be great if we could. There we go. Okay, so I guess we're going to a loading screen real quick. Not too sure what's happening, but we'll find out. So kind of the point of getting a first look into this new area. So there we go. Okay, so put us right back here at the beginning. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to her again. She seems much happier now. We're going to go ahead and get our XP for the quest. And now I guess we're going to go ahead and chase her. So kind of an interesting start to the quest line. It's a little bit different from you're used to doing, but I guess we're just kind of making this child happy, and now we're getting into things. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and start fighting some enemies, kind of get used to the game. Let's go ahead and get a little bit closer to these guys so we can do a little bit more damage. Let's get out of the way. There we go, we got one enemy. Let's go ahead and pick that up to replenish our mana. And go ahead and keep taking these guys out. Now these enemies, they take a little bit of damage. It seems like it's going to take a little bit to kill them. They're kind of now like 1 or 2 shot kills, like the early monsters on the old island. It was pretty quick monsters. These guys seem to take a little bit more. But let's go ahead and keep laying on the damage. We can go ahead and get those done. Let's go ahead and keep continuing on. Let's go ahead and keep using our flame play. That's okay if we take a little bit of damage. It's not gonna hurt us too bad. Okay, we're able to dodge it. Not too bad. Oh, let's go ahead and move out of the way once again. And there we go. We went ahead and completed the quest. And now let's go ahead and pick up the health orb, even though we were already at full health, so it wasn't really big a deal. And we can continue on with our quests. So there we go. Turning in the quest over here. We leveled up. Pretty nice. Let's go ahead and learn our new skills. So we have mana infusion. We regenerate mana. That's alright. Sounds pretty good to me. Put that over there. Put our backs up on our right click so we can kite a little bit easier. And there we go. Let's pick up our next quest and continue on. So let's go ahead and keep checking it out. Seems like we're gonna just follow the pathway over here. Oh, we got a big tree monster over here. So let's go ahead and see what we could do to him. Doesn't seem like he's gonna be too much of a challenge. We can go ahead and kite out of the way now. Gonna make combat a little bit easier, but we're gonna go ahead and get close and keep laying on the damage with this because it really stacks up and does quite a bit of damage to him. Go ahead, kite out of the way, let him fall. Oh, I guess he didn't fall that time, so he can approach us. We'll use another one of these, and there we go, he is down. Pick up the health orb, not like we need it, but it's nice to have. And I'm gonna go ahead and continue on. I really enjoyed this new area. It's small, but it's very nice. I'm enjoying the scenery quite a bit, and I think I like it better than the Island of Dawn. Not to say there was anything wrong with it or I hated it before, but I enjoyed that pretty well, or just as much as this. But I really like the new area. It's kind of a new adventure. It's a new start. It's a new area to explore, which is nice. So it's a nice change of pace, and nothing bad with this one, but also nothing bad with the old one. But like I said, with the visuals and everything like that, they've done a stunning job once again. So let's go ahead and keep continuing on. And let's go ahead and go back there. There we go. We can go pick up the mud. Now we got that, we can continue on. Let's go ahead and summon our mount, speed things up a little bit. It seems like we're coming up on a little town over here. And, oh, this is a pretty nice little town. It's, I gotta say, I like this a little bit better than the original town because it seems much more close together and not in a giant circle like the old starting area. This kind of seems a little bit more organized, and I like it. It's a little bit more enclosed, a little bit more, feels like a little town instead of just kind of like a large camp. Let's go ahead and continue on with these quests, and it seems like we're making progress pretty darn quickly. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. Now, I'm not too sure if there's going to be any side quests we can pick up over here, as if for the first starting area, there's a lot of side quests you can pick up alongside with the story quests. So things did get a little bit lengthy if you kind of picked up all the quests and you wanted to complete it all. And it seems like here we're just kind of following the story quest, so progress is going to be fairly quick. Let's go ahead and continue on, and now he wants us to pour water. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Now what I'm noticing right off the bat is not a lot of killing monsters. It's kind of completing little objectives and collecting a few things here and there as you continue on in the path, but not too much monster killing, which is okay, I guess. But I mean, if you're a new player, I would hope that they kind of get it started soon, so that way they can kind of immerse you into the combat, and you can get used to the gameplay and how fighting monsters works and stuff like that. So there we go. Let's go ahead and interact with her. Okay, I'll follow you. There we go.
Hello.
Let's go see where she goes. Following some more children. There we go. Continuing on. I don't know where she's going. Oh, maybe up this path. Pretty cool over here. Now, I really like this. It's kind of a nice new starting zone. It seems like there's a lot to kind of, you know, look around. It seems like it's more a little bit enclosed, or there's like more caves-like, so it's a little bit cooler, a lot nicer to explore than this big open mass of land. This really does feel a little bit more adventurous, and it's a lot more fun to kind of discover and explore when you got caves and stuff like that. Lots of the areas are pretty cool, and to me, I find it a little bit more fun. So there we go. Okay, we're over here. We're gonna go ahead and interact with the sap jar. See what we gotta do. Ooh, something's happening. The whole world's shaking. Maybe we're gonna fight another enemy, which would be pretty cool. I'm always down to fight some more mobs. Maybe a boss or something like that. That'd be great. And we're coming to another loading screen. I don't know what's all the loading screens. Okay, so, alright, so we did that loading screen. We're back in the same spot. Why the purpose of the loading screen? Not really too sure, but whatever. Let's go ahead and continue on. We finished that quest, and oh, now we got some more enemies, which is great. Kind of looking forward to that. Really enjoy the combat in this game, and fighting mobs is a lot of fun, and I think it's very important to kind of do it early on so people can kind of get used to it. Let's go ahead and dodge out of that. Use our flame pillar over there. Keep using our auto attacks. Kite out of the way for these guys. Keep taking these guys out. We leveled up in the process. Not too bad. Doing pretty good. Keep continuing on. These guys are not too much of a challenge. I mean, they do seem to take a little bit more hits than other enemies, but I mean, I guess it's kind of a good thing. It teaches you how to, you know, engage in the combat and kind of use your character and kite properly a little bit better than it did before, because the other enemies before were very, very easy to take out. Oh, let's go ahead and get out of the way of him. We're taking a little bit of damage, but not like to do enough to where it really matters. Okay, I just keep whiffing everything. It can't land a single hit. That's okay. That's my bad, though. There we go. I guess, okay, this guy's not going to come to us. Or it took him a little while to come to us. Let's go ahead and do that. And we whiffed another flame pillar. Okay, alright. Let's not whiff those anymore. Let's kind of make them put to use, because they're very, very good skill. It does a lot of damage. They're okay, alright. You know what? I guess I just won't use it anymore. I keep whiffing it. So, okay. Alright, you know what? I have a good idea. Okay. Oh, we actually got him that time. Okay, the hitbox a little odd on that, but we actually got it to hit, which is okay. Not going to complain. There we go. We got it to hit again. Use another basic attack, and we got one more to kill. There we go. We're going to just start off with that. Wait for him to chase us a little bit. Wait for our cooldown. Use it once again, and there we go. We're done. So now where do we have to go? Lead Anya out of the storehouse. So I guess we're going to go ahead and bring her back to the town. And, oh, we got some more enemies along the way, which is pretty cool. Things are getting very interesting, and overall, I gotta say, they've done a nice job with this new starting area. I enjoy it quite a bit. The visuals are great, and overall, I'm having quite a bit of fun with it. I really enjoyed the faster progression that they've put into the game. It's going to make it a lot nicer for starting new characters. I know some people really did dread the Island of Dawn, and that was kind of a make or break for if they wanted to make a new character or not, because some people just didn't like going through it. As for me, it really wasn't a big deal. I didn't mind it too much, but this just does make life a little bit easier. And if you guys are new to the game or are thinking about checking this thing out, it's a nice system to get you going, or if you're thinking about coming back, there has been some changes, all pretty much for the better. I mean, there wasn't really a problem with the game before, but they're just making your life a little bit easier, and I'm glad they're just adding some updates, just not to the end game, but they're being considerate for new players, and kind of making life a little bit better for the beginning as well. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more, but until next time guys, I guess I'll talk to you later.